All right, so I just finished watching Hellbound season 2, and to be honest with you, I am very mixed with this because I absolutely loved season 1, right? But season 2 I am very mixed with. Let me give you like an idea of what this series is about. So in season 1, right, there's this ghost face that appears and it will tell people that they will die in X amount of time and that they're bound for hell. So what would happen is that once their time came, these three entities, like these three like brute kind of big entities, like ghosty entities, will appear, and basically they will brutalize that person, and they'll basically burn him. Like they'll basically almost like they'll use their powers like to cook him and like. Well, they leave like burnt or like ash behind, and basically we'll see when it looks like they took them to hell, right? So the characters in season 1 are trying to figure out what's going on and what are these creatures, and or is this really like God's will and stuff like that. So they're trying to figure out things. So there's like a mystery going on behind it all, keeping, I want to call it it's not a horror, but it's more of a thriller. Actually, I put it this way, this show is more like it's a thriller slash mystery kind of thing to it, because it's just, all the characters in season 1, they're trying to figure out, like I said, what's going on, and they're trying to find out the truth, right? And they're trying to prevent some of these deaths from happening, right? And now when it comes to season 2 has a huge focus on the cults. So these cults formed up in season 1, they formed up these cults where they become like fanatics, right? They're saying, oh, this is God's will, and basically if you don't listen to us, because we're right and stuff like that. Season 2 focuses a lot on this, except maybe for the last 2 episodes. But yeah, there's a huge focus on the cults in season 2, which, to be honest with you, that took away the mystery and the focus of the story, because we're just focusing on these cults, which is something I didn't like at all in season 2. Like, here's the thing, right? In season 1, the whole purpose was, what are these creatures and why are some people receiving these messages they're going to die at some point, and they're basically bound for hell. So the whole point of the show was trying to figure out what's going on with that. But in season 2, although the majority of season 2 was focused on the cults themselves, like, they're trying to push this, like they're trying to say, oh, we are right and all of you guys are wrong, and our way is the true way. Because the season 2 focus on, there's 2 cults, right? One is the New Truth, which is with the government, and the other one is called Arrowhead, which is they're like fanatics, right? And they're all pretty much going around committing murder and shit like that, right? And there was such a huge focus on them, where they removed you from the original plot of the story to focus on the cults rather than the creatures themselves and what was actually going on. Now, sometimes in the story, like here and there, we'll go back to the old characters and we'll see what's going on with them, right? Which kind of pushed the plot a little bit, but not much, because they're trying to, they're trying to save people, and they're going against the cults, because the cults are they're fanatics, right? So the old characters, the returning characters, are trying to stop the cults now, right? Because they're a threat now. Like I said, like Arrowhead is pretty much not only murdering people, they're actually committing terrorist crimes as well. So yeah, so they're trying to stop them. But yeah, the majority of this, except for the last 2 episodes, it was just a big focus on these cults, which is something I didn't like at all. Now, when we do actually get to the final 2 episodes, it does now push the story forward, because now the creatures are also starting to appear again to do their stuff, right? But in the last actually, it is in the last episode where we do get an explanation of what these creatures, what their origins are. Now, I'm not going to say it because of spoilers, but we do get what their origins are. They do tell us what their origins are. They actually show us more than they tell you. So once you see that scene, you roughly know what these creatures are and where they come from. So yeah, I won't say anything for spoiler reasons, but yeah, so the last 2 episodes is where the story where season 2 really kicks off, like where the main plot is. But the from what is it? From before the last 2 episodes, everything was focused on the cults. It's like, I want to say it feels like a waste of time, but there's a build up to what they're trying to do. I understand what they're trying to do. There's a build up to it, but the problem is the build up is so slow to the point where it's like, come on, hurry up. Can we get to the main plot already? Like, can we push this forward to be a little bit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the build up was kind of very slow. When we got to the last 2 episodes, that's when things start really happening. If you guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys have seen this, you know what I mean. But I do understand what they're trying to do. I really do, because the thing is that if you've seen season 2, right, and you've seen the last 2 episodes, like I'm talking about the whole thing, it's all a build up for season 3. The whole thing is a build up for season 3. But the problem is that because it's got a pacing problem and too much focus on the cults, is that, how do I say, season 2, it was, when I was focusing on the cults, it took way too long to build it all up. But we could have, like, it feels like, come on, can we hurry up so we can get to the next scene? Like, here and there, we'll go back to the old characters and I'll explain a few things more. But that's where the points where it got interesting a bit. But when I went back to the cults and the explanation of what they're doing and what they believe and what they've done and what they're doing now, it dragged out the show and it moved away from the main plot. So yeah, season 2 has a pacing problem until you get to the last 2 episodes, and with the exception of some scenes here and there when it goes back to the old characters, if that makes sense. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But see, the whole of season 2 is a whole build up, not only for the last 2 episodes, because what we find out in the last 2 episodes, it's all a build up for season 3, if we ever get a season 3. But it's all a build up for season 3, which I hope they does get a season 3, because otherwise this whole build up was a waste of time. Because the thing is, everything they build up to, now I'm not going to say too much because of spoilers, but everything they build up to is that whatever this threat is, if you can call it, well, technically it is a threat, whatever this threat is, it's now threatening what looks like to be all of South Korea. Well, I think they do say the whole world now. I think they did say the whole world, because I do remember, but what they were showing us was just around South Korea, which is basically where the show's set and where it's, then the people that are making it. Yeah, so... yeah, I think they do say that it's now, whatever this thing is now threatening the world, because I'm not going to say because of spoilers of what happens, but yeah, it is getting interesting in getting into season 3. So it's all a build up for season 3. So we have to wait until season 3 to see if this build up or this whole build up of season 2 pays off. We're not going to know until season 3 if we do get a season 3, like I said, because as of right now, season 3 has not been greenlit. So yeah, we're going to have to wait for information as well. So I hope it does, so we can see like where this whole build-up was going and see what they're going to do about this threat, because all the things that they revealed in the last 2 episodes of season 2, it's starting to get interesting, but we have to wait until season 3 if we actually end up getting it. So yeah, that's all from me. Like I said, I was very mixed with season 2 because of all, the pacing issues and too much focus on the cults, which I didn't like. When it got to the main plots, and I did like the return of the old characters and what they were doing, but the cult stuff, it went on too long. But until you get to the last 2 episodes where the whole build up, where the whole build up was and what they were trying to show, then that build up to that leads to season 3, right? So yeah, I'm mixed. Yeah, I'm a bit mixed with season 2, but hopefully season 3 will be a lot better than this. It should be, because, like I said, this whole thing was a build up for season 3. So yeah, I'm definitely going to watch and review season 3 when it comes out. Anyway, that's all from me. Like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching.